Good morning, everyone. I'm Tanya O'Rourke. Welcome to This Week in Cincinnati. Today, we're going to take a closer look at the new way one community is fighting the heroin epidemic. Erlanger teaming up with Kenton County to go door to door to distribute nearly 10,000 flyers. The mayor of Erlanger and a city councilwoman will be with us in just a moment. First, though, we have new evidence about how serious the opioid epidemic is across the tri-state. Hamilton County Coroner Dr. Lakshmi Samarkar released new figures this week about overdoses this year. Last year, that is. The number of opiate-related overdose deaths rose more than 100 last year to 342. Now, since 2012, the coroner says the number of overdose deaths has doubled. But those figures would be even worse if it were not for Narcan.
There is no doubt in our minds that we would have a much higher overdose death rate in this county if not for having Narcan readily available to not just family members and people at risk and their partners, but also to our fire and our police that are out there as our first responders.
But Narcan is expensive. The fire chief in Dayton, Kentucky tells us it can take 5 vials of Narcan to revive someone, each vial costing $40. Now, Dayton has spent more than $6,500 on Narcan just since January. A member of city council there has floated the idea to have those who receive Narcan pay for the drug. And all of this will point to how hard it is to turn the tide against the heroin epidemic. However, Erlanger and Kenton County are taking a new approach as part of that goal. I'm happy that joining us is the mayor of Erlanger, Tyson Hermes, and Jessica Fetty, a city councilwoman from Erlanger as well. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
So there is a problem, obviously, all over our communities with heroin. How big is that problem in Kenton County? Can you equate it?
It's hard to estimate, but we think that there's between 8,000 and 24,000 people that are opiate addicted.
And that's just addicted. We have no idea how many other people are at risk. And I'm guessing, and I'm wondering, you guys are going to want to deliver all these hang tags. How many of these?
8,000 in Erlanger.
8,000. So a week from today, you guys want to go out and put these on doors in 8,000 homes. That there might be people that you're targeting here that are at risk too, right?
Right, yeah. I mean, the big point, the purpose of this is to give people an opportunity to find help if they need it, if they suspect that they have a friend or loved one or neighbor that might have some kind of issue. This is to help give them some direction.
And Jessica, so the front of this explains the statistics. On the back, it explains what you should look for specifically. You have a lot of information packed into this.
Yeah, I think it's really important for the loved ones and the family friends to look at the back of the flyer and see if something identifies that where they need to give a call to the hotline.
I got to tell you, so when we first heard about this, we thought, what's a flyer on someone's door going to do? But you've actually seen that this can help a little bit. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I mean, so far the flyers have gone out through Fort Mitchell, Fort Wright, and Crescent Springs. When the program began in around October of 2016, they had gotten about 32 calls in the course of a month. And last month, in April, they had gotten 189 calls in 1 month.
And you gotta think that this may have helped, may have provoked a few people to say, hey, I know someone who needs some help, or I need some help as well. So what are you looking for? You need some help getting these out to the community. Tell us what we can do, the folks at home can do to help.
Yeah, right now we're looking for about 85 people to help altogether. We've got about 65 people signed up right now, so we could use about 20, 25 more people. The more people we have, the quicker it'll go. But we suspect if we get the people that we need, we can get through all the communities of Erlanger in about 2 hours.
So it would be a pretty easy commitment should you get all of those people. So what should people do in order to get involved? You want the volunteers. How do they become involved?
Yeah, they just need to show up at the city of Erlanger on Sunday the 21st at 12:30. They can also contact us if they would like to get more information.
And it's really just a commitment of, hey, you're going to take these 3 streets, you're going to take this block.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and
we'll
so
have maps and water and if people want coffee or whatever, yeah.
This is important. And Jessica, I'm curious as if you could explain to us why you feel this is so important for your community.
Because I think it touches not only the person that is addicted, it branches out to the whole community. So just that family, then it goes to the friends, and it's touching too many people at this point. And we need to take care of it. We need to raise awareness for most part.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also expensive. I mean, we mentioned before how Dayton, Kentucky has already spent, and I think this is maybe a week or two old information, $6,500 so far on Narcan alone, just Narcan. And so, you know, surely the numbers are similar in Erlanger and all over Kenton County in these communities. It's a burden to the taxpayers as well.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say that you don't want to revive someone.
Sure, of course.
So, yeah. But I mean, we're thankful that Narcan exists, certainly. But yeah, it's a difficult issue and it's an expensive issue.
It sure is. And so here is an effective way, they hope, to handle this. The door-to-door drive will be Sunday, May 21st in Erlanger. And if you want to volunteer, they'd love to have you. Meet at the Erlanger building. It's on Commonwealth Avenue at 12:30 next Sunday. Thanks so much.